Tired of consistently having credit issues and not seeing your credit score rise all in the mix? In today's lesson, I'm gonna go over 5 ways that you can dispute negatives off your credit report easily. So enough rambling, go get your pen and paper. And with that being said, let's dive in. So the first thing that I wanna go over is, of course, accuracy. And I know I stress this enough on my channel, but I have to continuously say it. Everything on your credit report has to be 100% accurate. It has to be. They cannot spell your name wrong. They cannot have your address incorrect, your place of where you work. Everything has to be correct down to the dates. And everybody has to be on one accord when it comes to that, all right? So, and it's in your right as the consumer and within the consumer laws that the credit bureaus have to comply with this. And sometimes 80% of the time, they do not comply with this. So that means a lot of things work into your favor. So with that being said, I'm gonna show you how accuracy can help you get things removed off your credit report. So we're gonna go into the first law, 15 USC 1681E. I know it sounds like a lot of law jargon. I don't expect you to memorize this, but let's go over what it details about this in the consumer law itself. In the law, it states, whenever a consumer reporting agency prepares a consumer report, it shall follow reasonable procedures to assure maximum possible accuracy of the information concerning the individual about whom the report relates. So basically, all in a nutshell, that basically states that the reporting agencies have to report and do everything in their power to make sure everything on your credit report is 100% accurate. This is what they're supposed to be doing. But of course, we always see inaccuracies on our credit report, whether Equifax is showing something different of TransUnion and TransUnion is showing something different than Experian, or all three of them might be showing the same exact inaccuracy. But just like I showed you in this law, it states that you're supposed to show everything that's accurate. So when they're not showing something that is accurate on your credit report, you use the laws 15 USC 1681 I-5A, explaining if it is incomplete, inaccurate, or can't be verified, this has to be deleted. It says it right there in the law, everything that I just showed you right there. So just by using these two actual consumer laws alone, and something is inaccurate on your credit report, whether it's an actual date or anything like that, they have to remove it. It's in your law. They have to. And also, guys, in the midst of everything, I try to do everything I can to help you guys. If you click the links on my bio, and also if you click the links in my description, you will see that I have consultations, I have ebooks, and also I have links that actually boost your credit score all in one. So if I was you, I would utilize all those so you can help get your credit to where it needs to be so you'll never get denied again, all right? But let's get back to the video. But I know what you're thinking. Yo, how to? I've done these steps and everything still keeps coming back verified. Am I at the end of the road? Is this it? No, I'm telling you, it's not. The law is still on your side, even when things come back verified, and I'm about to explain. And when something does come back verified, this is when you're gonna use the consumer law 15 USC 1681 I-7, or verification. And I'm about to explain and show you proof of how you can still get this thing removed. It states that a consumer reporting agency shall provide to a consumer a description referred to in paragraph subsection 6bi, a description of the procedure used to determine the accuracy of the completeness of the information shall be provided to the consumer by the agency. If the credit bureaus are come back stating that something is verified by something that you challenge, you can ask for proof of the steps that were taken to see that it was actually verified. You can ask for documents and more. Whatever they did to see that it was actually verified, you can ask for all documentation because this is for you. And if they do not provide this, then by law, the credit bureaus are supposed to remove this account. They love using the "it's verified" tactic, but if they can't provide what they actually used to show that it was verified, by law, it has to be removed. Remember this. In this segment right here, this is gonna help you attack a negative on your account from a different angle. This one is Law 15 USC 1681B, and it simply says, any consumer reporting agency may furnish a consumer report under the following circumstances and no other, in accordance with the written instructions of the consumer to whom it relates. So what that means is, if we break that down, it means all 3 credit bureaus aren't allowed to put anything on your credit report without your permission. So in an actual tactic, you could say that you never actually gave them written consent to put any info on your credit report. So whether it's any negative or anything of that nature, you can actually ask for documentation that you never gave permission to get that on your credit report, i.e. get something removed. Now, this law is good if you're disputing something on your behalf and got a negative off, but it looks like it actually got reinserted back on your credit report. This is when you use Law 15 USC 1681 5B. And it states any information that has been deleted from a consumer's file that has been reinserted has to let the consumer know within 5 days. So if the credit bureaus do not comply with this and they did not notify you within 5 days before this happens, they have to remove it by law. And I'm pretty sure we know from firsthand or somebody close to us that have had this issue and they never actually notified them, no way, shape, or form to figure out, to let them know, hey, we're gonna reinsert this on your credit file. They are violating your laws, people, and you have every right to get this off. All right, and the last one that I want you to use is actually one of my favorites. It's 15 USC 1681 S2. And this one basically states that the completeness or accuracy of any information furnished by any person to any consumer reporting agency is disputed to such person by consumer. And I know it sounds a little wonky, but what that basically means is, so if you, the consumer, submit a dispute of an item, credit bureaus must notate this, that it is being disputed by you. Sounds small, but stay with me. So with that being said, so if they ever do put that notation on your actual dispute, you can actually see it if you pull your credit report again. And if they didn't, they're in violation, because they're always supposed to notate anything that you're doing as far as disputing. And 9 times out of 10, if you pull your credit report again, because a lot of people don't pull their credit report again, it won't show it, and you can still get a negative removed from your credit report because they did not notate it. They just probably did it on their end, but they didn't do it publicly so you can see it and anybody else that pulls your credit report. So that, by law, has to be deleted. So if you use all of these 5 proper laws and use them in the way that I'm telling you right now, you can get anything removed from your credit report. You don't need a credit reporting agency, guys, all right? You don't need a credit repair agency, guys. I promise you can do it yourself. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Now use these laws and tactics and go get perfect credit, all right? And until next time, ladies and gents.